That's nimble.
No, let's work. We've really got work to do, so I'm sorry.
So are we focusing on the tag?
Well, I don't know. I really like that idea. I just want to make sure we tucked it away. But that's what I personally liked. What do you got? What resonated with you last week?
I left early.
What?
I left early, so I don't know what tag is.
Okay.
Do you want to give them a quick recap?
Yeah.
So I had some ideas
She did.
that I wrote down on a piece of paper, and this is a piece of paper. Okay. So there's some games,
The short version.
and then there's some things I wasn't sure about, but we're just focusing on apps at the moment, right?
Yeah, we want to start kind of, the idea is that we all focus on creating one app for our gallery that would be so much fun that everybody would want to engage in. And it can be a game. It would be, I think, pretty important to have a social media
When I
kind of
think of an
feature.
app, I feel like social media is the first go-to.
Yeah. Yeah, like, you know, the bucket challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Or I mean, not
That
like
was big
that we
on
would do something like
Instagram.
that, but like everybody wanted to do it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so there were some ideas, but some of them weren't currently possible yet. Just some of my ideas, like my multiplayer ones, I think.
That would be very difficult.
Yeah, and then so we came up with app tag. So we'll kind of, I don't know, but so basically it's just like it could be on your phone or something, and I don't know. I guess it's kind of like Instagram in a way because you'd put a photo up on it, but it would just be like in the room, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, just like uploading an image.
That's what I was thinking. You've got to have some way to connect people. I mean, there's got to be some connection or challenge that brings people together. And you have to avoid pitfalls of like, you can bring the trolls out no matter what you do. So you cannot not develop because of that. But it's something to keep in mind.
Just one question that popped up in mind. Are we making a social media platform? Is this
No. It's just like a game, but it would be fun. So your friends would want to play, and your parents might want to play. Or
It would be sort of creepy. Just saying. I just don't want to see my parents playing games.
I'm old enough to be your grandparents, and I would play. So don't think that everybody in the world is.
But you don't like how that.
Yeah.
There's a lot of adults that play games.
Really?
Oh my God, yes.
My mom likes playing shooting games.
Yeah, there are a lot of adults that play games. Maybe not Fortnite, but yeah, it probably is.
Bro, I'm just like, no Fortnite, I'm out.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
So that's kind of why I was thinking that wall was interesting. Maybe not to replicate that wall, but that it connects based on kind of just like really human things.
Yeah, because like I think the idea we had last time is kind of like what we can do when we're put together, I guess, you know, like as like kind of like how other people were when the school shootings were going on, they'd like all come together
Right.
and like, make something really big.
Yeah.
And that was just like the students mostly,
Yep.
with some help from adults, but
Yeah.
mostly the students.
It was really driven by the students.
Yeah. So I guess
And they were fierce.
yeah, and like just kind of showing like this is what we can do when we put our minds to it, I guess.
So maybe we could brainstorm a little bit, like what kinds of social things have already been done that work, like like the water bucket challenge. Everybody did that, right? You know what that was? I can't remember for what. Yeah, but for what? For ALS, okay.
This is completely unrelated, but an idea for Theta bricks, or whatever it's going to be called later on.
But let's try to use it. Mix-apply. Mix-apply.
No.
Mix supply.
It doesn't.
Please not mix apply.
Okay, I want everybody just to keep using it today and see how it feels. Mix-apply.
Yeah, I just can't.
It's just naturally. Okay, an idea for mix supply. We can already make our stuff public, but what if we only want to share it with one particular person? So like just the kind of sharing content.
Oh, so it could be a game, or it could be an activity like in a room, like a mixer, but that it wouldn't go anywhere else? You don't like the direction you're not feeling the direction we're going in. Is that correct?
I just feel like they're in the direction right now.
Okay, so let's throw out some other ideas. Anita, I haven't heard from you. Caitlin, what are you thinking? You kind of missed the piece last week. You know that big bulletin board in the hall with all the strings? That's kind of what got our thinking, like, how could you connect to other people? Oh yeah, they use your side.
So our idea was trying to turn this idea of we can connect people, like the spools and the strings there, and kind of visualize these connections in some sort of AR 3D way via some sort of app. What the app does, or what the end goal is, or what it looks like is still all up for debate, and what we're trying to have a discussion for right now.
Connect developers together.
Oh,
Why developers in particular?
I don't know.
Oh, you gave me a thought, Hina. You know that game Heads Up, where you have to put the card up here and everybody can see your card?
It's fun.
What if we had a game like you could see everybody else's color, but you couldn't see your own? So if we all had fun, then I could see that Ryan was blue and you were red and you were green, and then you had to kind of make your groups based on those colors, but nobody could talk.
Ooh.
Very simple game, right? So a color is connected to a person.
So the one question I have with that is how do we use the phone medium's exclusivity to put either a unique spin on it, and what's the difference between having a phone and having literally a one-sided card that you have in your possession and you can't see it?
Because it'd be really cool to go around and find your people with your color. Like, I don't know, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Because you can't break the card.
Would it be like one person?
Well, you can't break the
I
phone.
don't know, but it'd be really fun, like if you didn't know what your color was and
Drop off a cliff.
you've got a room full of people and you were trying to group up according to your color and you couldn't talk to them. I don't know.
So the one question also to bear in mind, what I basically meant with Marianne there was, with this idea of this app, why are we using a phone and or HoloLens?
Exactly, good point. We always asked that last year.
So the reason why I wanted to do it on the idea of the nodes and the threads was that when I looked at that thread board, it was in 2 dimensions, and there were limitations for those things in 2 dimensions.
I see.
Not so many limitations when it's in 3 dimensions on a phone. For example, I was noticing that while some threads traveled through some of those nodes, they weren't actually wrapped around, but due to how it looked like they were connected. So there's already misinterpretations from there. So that's why I thought that's one of the strengths of having things in 3D as opposed to a 2D thing, just better data visualization. Sina?
When we think about the whole 3D thing, I'm imagining like a giant maze of all these things, and you can like find a certain string and follow its path, and it would kind of get tangled up, but it would be untangled, and like, does anyone else think of it that way?
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Like a
I
giant.
didn't.
So what does a 3D maze offer to this experience? I'm not dissing your idea, but what does it offer to the experience?
You get lost in the maze, and you have to find your way out. I don't know.
I want to give that idea a brewing.
But you're talking about a maze. What I thought you were talking about was like following a string.
Yeah, that is. I just didn't know what to say, so I said you get stuck in a maze.
Huh.
It doesn't have to be a maze. So this string can travel in some number of directions. But what's the end goal of visualizing this string? Is it supposed to lead you to some other point, or